Hello, it's Classy here back with another Tribes video, and today I'm joined by Itsuki from server 16. He's my alliance mate, and today we're going to be showcasing his 6-star Kushina. So welcome here, and first thing we're going to do is take a look at the art. So do you have any opinions on this, since this is a character you put a lot of resources into?
Yeah, it's definitely one of the more wholesome of the arts. It's a lot more different than the other arts where a lot of the units seem more violent.
Yeah, I agree with that.
But it's pretty detailed as far as the art goes.
Yeah,
I like it.
I
Pretty
do
proud of it.
think, yeah, they chose pretty good colors to give off that vibe, unlike some of the other arts. And what do you think about the baby Naruto in the back?
Oh, well, they definitely made him look better than he does in the anime. Because his head is a bit weird in the anime.
Yeah,
Yeah, but I like it.
you would use this over the 3-star art.
Oh, yeah, I would.
All right.
Strictly probably because of Baby Naruto. And
Yeah,
because of how vibrant it is.
and for the frame, it's only like her head, right?
Oh, yeah, it is.
All right. All right. So we see you put quite a lot of upgrades into this unit. We have 69,000 power, first in the server, level 84 in tier 16. And here are the stats. So, do you have any thoughts about these stats?
Oh, yeah. It's pretty balanced, considering how she's a T unit, so it makes sense. Her crit rate is probably what stands out the most.
Yeah. Like there'll always be stats that stand out for every single unit in the game. So, she has like the high crit rate and guard rate, which is good for balance. And also the damage increase and reduction rates are pretty high as well. But I guess she does struggle with critical suppression and guard suppression. So just keep an eye out for that.
Yeah, I know.
All right, so this is a T unit UR, and we're going to take a look at the limit break first. So the effect is boosts critical rate and guard rate for all allied tactical shinobi for the rest of the battle. Do you have any thoughts on like how useful do you think this is? Because like for Kushina in general, she's kind of slept on by the community. Like people don't really talk about her much or use her, and she was a free unit, so a lot of us already have her.
Well, yeah, I see why. Honestly, yeah, her OB2 isn't the best. Because if your team isn't like T heavy, it's not very useful. Like me personally, I'm more of an A heavy team user. So it isn't the most helpful thing in the world.
Yeah,
So it's not the best, honestly.
and well, I guess one thing that's useful about this is that it does apply at the beginning of the battle, and it also
And
lasts.
that's for that's battle.
Yeah, so that's kind of more useful. Like, let's say you have like a Psy or something, so your Psy might not get one shot if he gets targeted.
Well, yeah, Kasai. He doesn't die too much from me, but sometimes he just gets shot out of nowhere.
Yeah, that I guess that is like one way that Psy can be checked by some of the other units, or else he would be just too strong. So limit break one is obviously the same here. So we'll move on to the ninjutsu and the rest of the kit. So for the ninjutsu, we have single target damage. That's obviously been power creeped, and it lowers all enemies' damage increase rate by 14%, all enemies' damage reduction rate by 13%, or 14%, and lowers all enemies' critical rate by 31%.
It's alright. I mean, she does do like a lot of buffs and debuffs.
Yeah,
Though, I really wish it would have. There would have been like the whole chain one, like the whole chain jutsu.
Yeah, I agree with that. They had a
That
lot
probably
more.
could have had like more effects, considering how she's one of the new units.
Yeah, like more creative or useful effects than just.
And considering her art, it would have made a lot more sense with that.
Yeah, I mean, and I think she has the chain in her tribe special animation or something.
Yeah, she does.
So that's interesting. And I mean, um, these debuffs are not going to like last for too long, but they will be active for like the turn. So just like some of the other debuffs. So
It's not
that
very like game changing though. That's the thing.
yeah, it's not very permanent, but it can be useful if you have some like pretty good heavy hitters behind her. Yeah, you obviously want to
Yeah.
place her first here, or as close to the front as possible.
Yes, for sure.
Okay, so skill two. I mean, it's not going to matter too much with everyone giving jutsu and chakra and stuff nowadays, but it boosts all allies' critical suppression rate by 31% for the rest of the battle.
Critical suppression isn't the best. If it
Yeah,
was something else, it probably would have made a big difference.
yeah. I mean, I think this is actually not that bad. It's a pretty high number, but let's think like the only time we would use skill twos now are probably in like PVE modes. So if she did something that could like boost attack of T units or something like that, I feel like that would
That
be
would be better.
much more useful.
Plus, like you said, the whole side chakra thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, it's kind of rare for you to even use
Yep.
skill two now. So
Yeah, because in PvP the computer won't use the skill two.
yeah, exactly.
Right. So we have HP increase like all T units and the fourth skill without the limit break because we already looked at that. But it boosts damage increase rate by 9% for all ally attack shinobi for the rest of the battle. Damage reduction rate by 15% for all ally defense shinobi for the rest of the battle. And this time it will stack. So, or
I
actually,
guess this kind of makes up for OB2 only
yeah.
like applying her like all your LIT units.
Yeah, this kind of reminds me of Kid Kakashi somewhat, just because it like targets different types. Uh, like
I think for the OB2, I think it's kind of closer to Borta, T Borta,
yeah, yeah,
in the terms where she's like a support unit or anything.
yeah. I mean, I feel like these types of units, like the ones we just mentioned, are probably going to be more useful in like PvP related modes.
Yeah.
Okay, well, speaking of that, have you actually used her in like PvP or not PvP, PvE and such? Because
I don't think so.
all right,
I
well,
think I did use it for Abyss, but
yeah,
I
yep,
didn't really get the chance to use it that much
yeah, that's fine.
because he was still a 4 star. So
Yeah, that makes sense. And I mean, she
yeah,
has the tribe as well. That's a three man, so it could be
yeah.
considered. And vitality. Okay, so I'm pretty sure this one, like tier wise for vitality, is like in the middle, but it's basically just the green one, which gives you chakra upon ally and enemy defeat.
That one's actually okay. It's not as bad as like the one that Obito has. You know Obito?
Oh, the new Obito, like the Madara
Yeah,
guy.
because that was a horrible
Yeah, those
thing.
kinds are too inconsistent. Same thing with Sublime and like the three chain ones. Those are too inconsistent to be that good.
Yeah, because if your vitality is pretty bad, it can pretty much mess up the whole unit, honestly.
Yeah. Well, let's move on to the arena clips so we can have a better idea of how her kit is actually working in the game.
Okay.
All right. So we're back and we have the arena clips. And interestingly enough, for the fourth skill that we were just talking about earlier, for her, it only activates at the start of the battle and it doesn't activate again when she's rotating in. And that's because the text for the fourth skill does not include the keyword like when users active. So I guess that does suck a little bit.
Yeah, if it was multiple times, yeah, that's honestly kind of disappointing. I really wish it was multiple times.
Yeah, like multiple times plus stacking would be pretty good for that
Yeah,
steal.
that would be good, but sadly it's only once.
Yeah, but at least we see it activating here at the beginning of the battle,
Yeah,
and I mean, there's just way too much red text here for me to actually showcase what is what. But I will assure you that she's using her forward skill already.
the fourth skill.
Yep, and I guess we get to see a skill too as well. That's kind of fast. There we go. Easy timing. So you can see that. That's the 30%. This one will last, so that's not very bad at all. And yeah, I'm not gonna talk about skill 2 damage because that doesn't really matter that much,
It's decent.
right? So I mean, we can talk about your arena team a bit, I guess. I do like the idea that you have in the energy cell because you have protection from like your heavy stunning, and also Kid Naruto is just really tanky all the time.
Well, yeah,
And you have like you have an insta jutsu cell for spirit, so pretty cool.
yeah, I'm pretty proud of my winning team.
Yeah,
It's improved a lot.
and obviously we're using the ideas that we talked about earlier by putting her first in the cell, so she can do those debuffs.
Yeah,
And here she's rotating in again. As you can see, her fourth skill doesn't actually pop up. So even if she had LB2, it wouldn't pop up again because I think that one is also just applied once.
it's the only one. Then, damn,
Yeah, that's kind of not so great, but
it's pretty lucky.
at least it lasts for the rest of the battle.
Yeah,
Okay, well, now we can see her jutsu. All right, so she hit a crit for like most of SR Heavy's health bar. We see the damage increase rate down, critical rate down.
and crit rate
And
down there.
yeah, I think
They were kind
that's,
of mad that she wasn't able to kill him off. I don't know.
yeah.
It just kind of
But it's okay though, because
it's
we have
nothing.
AoEs here.
Yeah, like that's the one reason why it makes up for it.
And yeah, and it's I think it says damage reduction rate down also. And let me just rewind a little bit so I can try to see what the. All right, so that's like not bad damage at all. You know,
No,
it is a type disadvantage here. So
that's very disappointing, honestly.
yeah, but hey, Santa Naruto does the job.
I also don't remember if she actually got to use her jutsu again in this clip.
Oh well, that's fine. We'll just go through it anyways, because like
Okay.
it's cool to show off like arena team ideas just in case. But yeah, it's good. Like in the energy cell, you obviously it's better to have that stunner last still, so it makes sense overall.
Yeah, that's why I do that.
So I mean, obviously you put like a good amount of resources into her, and you got the frame. So do you think that was worth it?
No, as far as like her capability,
Yeah, like overall, like you've
no.
okay, that's fine.
Maybe okay. As far as like arena, no, definitely no. The main reason I did it was obviously for the frame,
Yeah,
but she will work pretty well in Abyss,
yeah,
so it's not that
sure.
bad.
All right. Well, I
But
think we
overall,
are
she's not
going
really
to.
worth it.
Yeah. Looks like we're gonna see her jutsu again. Okay, so that's not the final number, of course, but I see damage increase rate down for both of those guys. Damage reduction rate down, critical rate down. How much damage was that? That
Good.
didn't seem like a lot for some reason.
Yeah, I think it was 100K. Yeah,
Okay, that's not very good. I don't know what
that's very
happened.
bad.
Maybe
That's a lot more
Jiraiya's
disappointing than
just
stuff.
really tanky or something.
He's not that tanky, honestly.
Have you? you've used her more times than just this one clip, right?
Yeah, I know.
Has she been doing like decent damage or probably not that good?
Not really, honestly. I'll
Oh,
be honest now.
yeah. That I mean, yeah, that makes sense too because she doesn't
Like for
really
you, like for
buff.
your heavy, for instance, yeah, it shouldn't do that much to him.
Yeah, she doesn't really buff like too much offensive stuff. Like for example, if we look at Minato, he has like he does a lot of damage to people just because his kit is more geared towards that kind of stuff, and he's a T unit and stuff. So
Yeah,
okay, well,
but for him, it's a lot. Obviously, a whole different story.
yeah, looks like this is the end of the arena battle.
Yes.
So thank you for being on the showcase today, and hope you guys enjoyed the video.